Hello everyone, today we'll be looking at basic Python programming. Python syntax, which is basically the set of rules that defines how a Python program will be written and interpreted. And we'll also be looking at variables. Indentation, you can either use 4 spaces for indent or use tabs. I'd actually suggest making the use of tabs solely to remain consistent with code that's already indented with tabs. But whichever you use, just know that Python this allows mixing tabs and spaces for indentation. It's not really the same thing in most cases. I will show you what I mean by indentation. Let's come to our interpreter, Python interpreter. So x equals 5 if x equals 5 print x. So this right here is an example of indentation, the gap between here and here. Indentation is simply a way of telling a Python interpreter that the group of statements belongs to a particular block of code and it comes after the calling sign as you can see over here. So this print statement, it belongs to the block of code, which is this if statement. So we have variables. Variables are containers for storing data values, and we have an example over here, which is average price is equals 3.4. Average price being our variable name, and 3.40 being our data value. Let's go over to your Spider Python interpreter. Now, there are ways of knowing which particular data type belongs to a variable value, and that is by using the Python built-in function and type. So let's say x equals 5, print type x. So if I'm to run this, as you can see over here, class is int, which specifies that the value of the variable x is of int data type. So come on to your PowerPoint. Now, rules for creating variables. A variable name must start with a letter or the underscore character. A variable name cannot start with a number. A variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. And also, variable names are case sensitive. See what I mean by that? So as you can see over here, our variable has the name x, but you can't name your variable 2x. As you can see, you already get an error, invalid decimal literal. So you can begin your variable name with a number, but you can have your number within your variable name. I can't say 2x, but I can say x2. So x2 can be a variable name, as you can see over here. And also, you can't put special characters in your variable name. Special characters like you can't name your variable this or this. So as you can see, cannot assign to expression here, so you can't name a variable in this way. But your variable name can begin with an underscore, like this. So this can be a variable name underscore e, or let's say underscore x. This is now a variable name. And again, variable names are case sensitive, meaning small letter x isn't the same thing as a capital letter X. As you can see over here, undefined name X. So this is not the same thing. So variable names are case sensitive. Now we have keywords in Python, and do not use these keywords as your variable names. Now to know which particular keywords or the type of keywords we have in Python, you can fetch those keywords using or from the keyword library in Python. So let's just import keyword, and we will print keyword dot kwlist. So now if I'm to run this, as you can see over here, we have our keywords printed out. We have keywords of false, none, true, and as, and so on. So do not use these keywords as your variable name. Now, creating single and multiple line comments. What are comments? Comments help make code easier to understand by explaining what is happening and also comments are ignored by the interpreter and as such won't be executed when your program is being executed. So we have the single line comments and we have the multiple line comments. The single line comment, as you can see, is represented by a hashtag sign, and the multiple line comment is represented by triple quotes mark. Now we can use either the double quotes. In this case we're using double quotes, so you can use the double quotes or the single quotes, whichever you use. But the multiple line comment is described by a triple quotes mark, single or double. So over here, as you can see this right here, this particular side which I highlighted is an example of a multiple line comment. So as you can see, triple quotes using the double quotes mark. So for single line comments, as I said, using a hashtag, let's say this is fun. This is fun. So if I'm to run this now, as you can see, this wasn't executed and this also wasn't executed. As I said, comments do not get executed while your program is being executed. They are only there to enhance readability and other things. Okay, so we have assigning data to a variable. Over here we have a equals 4. Now the computer takes the value and the data 4 and stores in a variable called a. So below are other examples which you can practice. Over here we have how to assign variable data of values to a variable. And over here we have multiple variables which can be assigned on a single line. So come to your interpreter. We can either assign data and data to our variable or value to our variables like this. Let's say name equals say Lucy and age is 20. Print name age. So if I'm to run this, over here you see Lucy and 20 being printed out. So you can either assign data to your variable this way, or instead of doing it this way, you can do it on a single line, which is being done by commas. Commas to separate the variables and commas to separate their values. So now we have our name to be Lucy and then a comma to assign the data value to our variable age. So 20. So now name is Lucy and age is 20. So if I'm to run this now, as you can see, it still prints out Lucy and 20. Now you can get data from your keyword and assign it to a variable using the inputs and the inputs function. Using the input function, you can take inputs from the user, and whatever you enter as inputs, the input function converts into a string. Even if you enter an integer value, it still converts. The function still converts that value to a string. Let me show you what I mean by that. So if I'm to say inputs, name equals inputs, or let's say age. Let's make this about integer value. Age equals inputs age. And now I'll say print type age, so I'll know which particular data type is stored in the value. So here we have age, let's say 20. Now as you can see, class is string, which means the data type is string. I said the input function automatically converts your value to a string. Now even if this is meant to be an int data type, the input function automatically converts whatever value is being entered to a string. So now it's being represented as a string. Now if you want to represent it as an int, or if you want to represent it as any other data type apart from the string data type, just name it before the inputs function. So we want an int, we want a string, we want our age to be an int data type. So int inputs age. Now over here I can say 20. As you can see, class is an int. So this is how you do to assign your variables, your value to your variables using your input keyword. So this is the last thing I'll be covering in this particular video tutorial. Now we have our exercise, simple exercise you can practice. Write a program in Python language that asks the user to enter their name and display their name with a welcome message. And also write a program in Python that asks the user to enter two numbers A and B and display their sum A plus B. This is a simple exercise you can practice, and you can submit your answer in the comment section below. So thank you for watching this video.